right, well, welcome back to another weekly wrap-up video with the Delaware Senate Republican Caucus. My name's Matt Revel. I'm the Director of Policy and Communications for the caucus. I am joined today here by Senator Gerald Hocker, my senator in the 20th
in
District.
In the 20th District, right.
Sir, how are you?
I'm great, and hopefully better now that session's over for a week and we get a little break.
We have a lot going on, right?
An awful lot going on.
And particularly as it revolves around the economy. As we talked a couple weeks ago with Senator Pettyjohn, a lot of circumstances out there it's tough on people. Well, the General Assembly's been trying to brainstorm and come up with a lot of solutions about how to help mitigate some of the hardships that folks have. And one of the recent solutions was a $300 tax rebate. I want you to describe what that's going to be.
Well, the $300 tax rebate is on all the taxpayers are going to get back $300. If you're a husband and wife filing jointly, you get back $600. Really, with the kind of surplus we have and the kind of money that we have asked for in the past when we've had lean years, that doesn't, cut it with the amount of inflation. $300 with an average price increase of $2 a gallon, that buys you, pays for 150 gallons. Most families pay a lot more than that, but that is only the gas side of it. Look at the cost of groceries and the cost of electric, and everything is, an awful lot of our price increase and our inflation is caused by increased gas prices. We need to be doing more than that. And one concern I have, yes, we're giving some back to taxpayers, and I'm glad to see that, because if we didn't give money back that our constituents have paid, knowing the makeup of this General Assembly, we would be doing nothing but increasing the size of our government. Let's give it back to the people that have paid it.
Well, so as you mentioned, Senator, so all four caucuses did come together. That bill has not received a number yet, as actually the press release just went out Thursday. Right. But one proposal that we've been discussing within our caucus and with other members of the General Assembly was just introduced by Senator Brian Pettyjohn, just received a number actually, Senate Bill 254, and what that does is it does a gas tax holiday for 30 days if it gets to the governor and signs it. Yeah, look, you're a small businessman, you're in a gas
we have 3 stations.
Yep. So what do you think of that proposal?
I think it's a great proposal to give a holiday, and the good thing about that, I don't think 30 days is going to be enough, but the good thing is everybody's going to benefit that if they drive and own a vehicle. Everybody benefits, not just those that are taxpayers, and I think that's a more fair way to do it. Let's see what happens, but to me, I think we should do both. The $600 for family, $300 a taxpayer, and the gas holiday. People are hurting right now with, how fast things are going up. Being a grocery store owner, at one time, when you had 150 price changes a week, you had an awful lot. Now we're seeing like some weeks 1,000 price changes, and price changes on top of price changes. And an awful lot of it is related to, the increased gas cost.
Now the latest DFAC numbers came out, and it's like they typically do. The numbers have gone up. We're going to be looking at even higher surplus than what the previous estimate showed. So over $1 billion. What are some other ways that we could probably give money back to the taxpayer? Say income tax cut.
Well, you're talking about about $1 billion surplus over top the recommended budget, and just the last DFAC was another $400 million. And there's several things we need to be looking at. Right now, this state has the highest corporate income tax rate in the nation when you take the corporate income tax along with the gross receipts tax. Several years ago, and I'm saying, probably over 40 years ago, when we had a lean economy and they were looking to raise revenue, they put on a new gross receipts tax to business people. And that was supposed to be a temporary tax. Well, that temporary tax is still on, like 40 plus years later. Businesses are also hurting. Let's look at now giving businesses a break. They pay into those taxes also. Let's up the exclusion to the gross receipts tax, and let's cut the corporate income tax rate. but we also need to really be looking at cutting the personal income tax rate for everybody that pays taxes.
Wow.
If you leave the money in the hands of the government, they're going to spend it, and when you have a lean year, they're going to be looking for additional ways to get your money because of how they overspent this time. Let's not allow that.
As Senator Benini always notes and actually mentioned, it's taxpayers' money, right?
It's taxpayers' money, and that's what I said. And we went to those taxpayers very few years ago when we had a deficit. Now we got a surplus. Let's give it back to where we took it then.
Absolutely. Well, Senator Hocker, thank you for taking some time out of your busy day.
Thanks,
today.
and glad to do it, and hope this message gets to all the members of the General Assembly, and we work hard together, like we did on the $300, to do a larger tax break for our constituents.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to Senator Hocker's newsletter. Link to that will be in the description below. If you're viewing this on YouTube, on Facebook, I'll put it in the little comments section.
Good.
But in the meantime, feel free to visit Delaware.Senate.com. Everything related to the Senate Republican Caucus. Check us out on our various social media pages. But until next time, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.